Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Aries the Emperor here, back with another general reading for all of my Aries collective. If you guys are new here, welcome. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button so that you'll be notified when I upload or go live. And I always want to send a special shout out to all of you guys who do show your girls some love. It is free. Okay. You like, subscribe, comment, share, donate to those of you who send from my Amazon wish list, book personal readings. I am working to still get personal readings out to you guys. And I am excited to say, just incorporated something new, a bonus to the readings as of now for those of you who have booked going forward. So super excited always to connect with you guys. A pleasure. 3333 is the number, okay, for all my personal readings right now, minus the emergency reading, the general questions, and the video call reading, okay? Everything else on the website you can also order per usual, but if you want the 3333, you'll have to email me, okay? Everything else you want, you can go order on the website, all right? Let's get into it. Let's see what messages come out for you guys in the spread, and might I add, we made it to Scorpio season. Round of applause, Aries. Let me just say that. I told y'all, just let us just get here. All right, just look around. You don't have to touch anything right now. You don't have to sit down right now. You know what I'm saying? Just just take it all in, okay? I feel like this season is probably going to be a little bit more refreshing than we're used to as far as when people think about Scorpio. It's a power dynamic when it comes down to it, but at the same time, it's very important because this is a chessboard that you are on, and never checkers when it comes to you, Aries. We on a chessboard, okay? So just take that into consideration. You are in a power play type of move, type of energy right now. So you have the upper hand. And like I said, the energy should start to just kind of ooze and clear its way out, slowly but surely for you guys here and in your situations. It may not be that way for everybody else around you, but hey, if you're doing what you got to do, then baby, you're going to be A-okay. Do you hear me? All right, let's get into it. Spirit wasted no time. Underlying motives, overstepped boundaries here. So, like the title says, I wasn't sure what to title it, but for the most part, Aries, you're not who you used to be, and you never gonna be who you used to be. That's why it's called change. That's why you leave a situation. You know what I mean? That's why there's separation involved. And then people, they may not like what you're showing them, at this point in time. And like I said, we are still in the age of Aquarius, and things are still going to reveal themselves. Things are still like we building up. This a movie, right? Or this a game. We in the fourth quarter. And guess what? You can expect a plot twist. You know what I'm saying? You think you know what's going on. You think you know, baby, you have no idea. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of you guys, I think you may be surprised on a brighter side. But like I said, it's feeling bittersweet, if that makes sense, okay? Overstepped boundaries here. That's going to be a theme, going forward for you. It's going to be something that you're going to have to protect yourself and in the energy you're going to have to stay in once you accumulate things and once you succeed and once you get to certain spaces that you prayed for and begged for. You know what I'm saying? Lost sleep over, gave your all to. You know what I mean? It's an energy where you better stay there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, how can you ask for something, and it happens. You ask for something, you get comfortable, and then you lose your drive, and you know what I'm saying, you start to feel like you're losing your juice, your sauce. It happens to everybody. Don't get down on yourself about it. It's we just gonna be brutally honest here. That's all it is. I'm not judging anybody. If anything, I'm trying to help, period. Okay. Don't pay attention to my delivery or my tone. I'm working on that part. Okay. All right. So, like I was saying, you are like this energy of like a plot twist, and people not liking, what they're being shown, it's all gonna come a part of the game. So when you ask for something, you better be sure in what you're asking for, because when it's given to you, it's like you taking home a newborn. Like you are responsible for that life that you are creating into this world, in this universe, and how you take care of it. Spirit is like the other parent. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like a mom that wants more kids, but you're not taking care of the kids you got. If you catch my drift. All right. So it's gonna come down to it. Well, yeah, I do have a little extra. It may not hurt, but you better pick and choose your battles wisely, because it may be somebody that's trying to overstep a boundary, and you're looking at the emotional side of it, not knowing that they have some other type of motive behind what they coming to you for in all actuality. So separate yourself from things that you know. You look at something and you like, oh, I know this not gonna turn out right. You could already be doing that. You cool and everything, but nah, I'm gonna sit this one out. Thank you though. You know, that's the energy that you coming with. Very respectable. People is throwing them off a little bit. It's people used to you being asleep. You're very much awake at this point in time here. You've been asleep long enough. You know what I mean here, and someone is unhappy, literally, and it doesn't help. It's how how great you look. You make something look. How amazing you make something look. How graceful. You know. And what's that saying that he used to say? I woke up like this. Is what you giving, Aries. Ten of Pentacles is what you giving, Aries. Goals, cause it ain't never over until the fat lady sing, and it still ain't over even when she get done. Mm. Somebody's triggered. You trigger people in your relationships. It may be your tone, it may be your delivery. You know what I mean? That's really the theme here. Something is very triggering. Your success is triggering. You moving on is triggering. Your healing is triggering. You're not moved by someone, even if they do have bad intentions or bad thoughts towards you, or some type of ill motive, or want to be some type of ill influence. It's or overstep boundaries. It's still an energy where, hey, you're not the one that's triggered. You're not the one that's falling apart. And even if you are, you're not there for long. You take it in, and you regurgitate it right back out, because it's not yours to keep. You know what I'm saying? And we're not self-pitying on no day. The ruler is back, Aries, and that's you. Let's get into this read. You know that I was getting that Jay-Z song. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. I've been getting a lot of Jay-Z lately. The ruler's back. Okay, let's get into the read. Alright, yeah, we'll use these. Alright, Spirit, tell me what I need to know for the collective. I do this every time. Something is about to be very liberating for you, Aries. Queen Mother Nanny. Maybe somebody looked at you as the nanny. as the help. You know, it's something very interesting about that help. Even if they are looking at you in that light, baby. If you ever watch the help, I wouldn't fuck with the help if I was you. You know what I'm saying? If you catch my drift. Let's get into this read. Because I said I was going to keep this PG with a little 13 on the end. But we'll see. Okay? We'll see. All right, messages for Aries spirit. Got a little money. Lama dinero. Burning money call for you guys. And I have blue sage. It's on the other side of the room. I didn't want to have too much going on. So just right now, you guys set intentions. And 1 second. My bad, y'all. My little one. All right, let's get into it. Messages for Aries spirit. Messages for the Aries collective spirit. Sun in Scorpio, moon in Scorpio. All right, we got the Ten of Pentacles. First card out. It's Virgo energy. The Eight of Swords. Mental insanity. AKA Gemini energy. This is the energy of somebody gives money hungry. Somebody just goes to sleep thinking about money, wakes up thinking about money. Like someone's goals when it comes to money is so deep, it'll get them in trouble. Like this is the type of greed, that energy that someone has. And it don't have to necessarily be money, but something of value. That this is just an energy that somebody cannot handle. Like it is something that either they have taken or they have targeted energies. You know, you, if it resonates, or not just you, they have targeted them so much to the point where now they are literally either going to prison, going to be behind bars for some reason, or mentally they are in a prison crashing out. And it's all because of money, because of, I feel like somebody's chasing the wrong goal. They're chasing the wrong thing. Their heart is in the wrong place. Their mind is in the wrong place, especially. Like this is an unfair game someone's playing here on earth, not knowing, you know, that there are other consequences that could play out, even if they aren't right now, especially later on down the line. You know, it's somebody that would overstep their boundaries with you. And like I said, something feels bittersweet for you. This could be an energy where you're now the one that's free and someone is now entering into their karma sentence, and the liberation is on your side. Not as far as them being the one on the short end of the stick, but as far as you being freed from something, a cycle being freed. You know, it could be like you're transitioning into a new period, you know, you could be leaving out of your Saturn, your 13-year Saturn cycle, and moving into like a Mars cycle of some sort here. And I think I'm going to do something new this year. I think I'm going to incorporate yearly reads closer to to December, the end of this year. All right, we have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups, Pisces energy. Oh yeah, Pisces. It could definitely, the Neptune side of Pisces can definitely be someone who was just not all the way there to begin with. You know what I mean? It's just people carry a lot of things that are never straightened out, and then they have the gall to think that they can move into situations, see your flaws, and fix you. You know, it doesn't work that way. You know, and whether you find out today or tomorrow, you know, or next week, Eight of Cups here, you're getting the message, right? And you're no longer filling up cups. You, especially if it's not connected to you in some way, shape, or form here. If and it's nothing selfish, it's common sense. You know, it's saying, putting humble to the side, and being aware. You know what I mean? That's what the Eight of Cups is. It's you know, getting to higher ground. You know, because it's more food there, or there's a better view, or you know, there's safety, or you know, just something new for you. You know, here, and people who thought that they were headed in the same direction, on the same level as you, going at the same pace as you, are now finding out that they're not. Excuse me, you guys. That incense, I closed the door. Ooh, it just almost took me out on camera, y'all. I promise you. Baby, that thing ain't playing. But like I said, you know, now they finding out. If they did think they were keeping up with you, or surpassing you at one point a time, you know, it's now, even then, you know, they're saying that's not that person that I was neck and neck with. That's not that person, you know what I'm saying, that I felt, you know, that I was the more popular one in the room, and or they were really lost there. You know what I mean? It's Now it's a realization moment for someone here. And you changed, baby. Ain't nothing the same. And guess what? That's liberation, honey. And now you liberating others. And you doing that, you are going to liberate others, and wanting to have the same feeling for themselves. And in that, you are making the world a better place. You're welcome. That's what you need to tell them, Aries. Tell them you're welcome. Because they need to be telling you thank you. Because you the fire signs. You pop the passion off. You pop the fire off. You pop the riots off. Like, what other sign has that in it? A water sign, yeah, but they're going to break down, and end up crying some damn where. They're not even going to be able to get to the rah-rah part, because they're going to be too busy crying over their damn tears. Fire signs, oh, we're going to burn some shit down, and we're going to cry right after. We're going to cry later. Break down like, oh my God, did I do that? You know what I mean? However it resonates, but you know what I mean. It be like that sometimes. Hanged man in reverse. Y'all, I wish I was live right now, but I'm in here. When I do this, I feel like I'm laughing and talking to myself, but I know y'all gonna eventually get to see the read, and y'all get to talk in the comments. So Hangman in reverse, Pisces energy. Like I said, they know now. They know that they're not a hanged man upright. They literally are upside down by their bootstraps. And where are you? Somewhere on higher ground. Spiritually, physically, mentally, honey. Queen of Swords. Higher ground. Oh my God. Queen of Swords. Normally, y'all, she is on the throne, and she's You know, she has the sword pointing out or her hand pointing out, but she's up in the clouds. This is Gemini energy. So this symbolizes someone who is can be very smarter than you, is definitely playing chess and definitely going to distance themselves. This is the Queen of Swords, aka bird's eye view, because she see you coming. All right? Sees you coming. And thank you, Spirit. Confirmation, like I just mentioned, because you're on higher ground. You're headed to higher ground. You on a higher ground than they thought you were. Than they knew you to be. Than they thought you to be. Let me say that. They're bad. They waking up grumpy. You waking up gracefully. Page of Cups. You know, and when children wake up, they're happy and they're pume. They're ready to start the day as soon as they hop out of bed. Yeah. You know, it's the energy where people want to get old so fast, and they see you in your childlike energy, and then they start to realize, whoa, maybe I don't want to be so old. Because the Page of Cups is the child energy. It's the dreamer, the young dreamer energy. That the spirit that you're supposed to carry with you until you transition. You know what I mean? You never supposed to put yourself in a space where you feel like you counted out. Because as you age, especially as time goes on, you know, there's fields and industries and villages and relationships and just people for whatever it is that you need to soothe you, support you, help you grow as a person. You know what I'm saying? It's just all in what you are willing to open up and receive and really ask and step up to the plate and take accountability for and be brave and fearless and step out there. That's the Page of Cups energy. You have an energy, you have love that never dies. And that's a superpower. You have vulnerability, you know, that makes you, you know, the toughest in the room. Just simply off of that. You know, you have the energy where you can make the toughest guy in the room, you know, sit down and have an intelligent conversation with you, and or you could make the total opposite or whatever, who else in the room to come over there and have the same conversation with you. Somebody from Yale, Harvard, whatever upper echelon that they feel, celebrity, or you name them, put them in front of you, Oprah Winfrey, you're going to sit down and say how you feel and feel how you say and be respected for it. Your views, your values, where you are in life, what people like you are like, because that's worth being heard. Because how the hell else are you supposed to make change? So don't ever let nobody push you out, especially when it comes to yours. That's what that Queen of Swords and that Page of Cups energy reads. Because who knows? Just because I don't care how much money they got back in them, how much they can go out and spend or whatever, this, that, and the third, baby. Talent is talent. And look, don't get me started. I mean, that's the only advantage that a lot of people have out here is that But guess what? That doesn't always get you through the door. It don't always keep you there. And then if that's a game you play, chasing money, then that's one that you gonna die chasing. That's one that is you gonna go to a early grave. You gonna go to a grave early, living like that and thinking like that. And this right here, I feel like is what somebody is finding out when it comes to how they tried to play with you. They may have talked about your finances or your situation in some way, shape, or form here, or how you did things or lived, or, you know, what your goals were because they didn't match up with their goals or they didn't think it was something important here. But like I said, they being held up and hung up by their bootstraps now. Justice. I can't make this up. I wish I had a gavel. Order in the court. Justice is being served. Karma, anyone? Would you like fries with that? Knight of Pentacles. Because, yeah, baby, they stuck in it. Capricorn energy, Saturn. Saturn energy for everybody to see. This may be a lesson somebody is learning, and it's one that's been a long time coming. They've had their share. They've done their dirt. They will be made a public example in some way, shape, or form is what this is giving. Or you're going to have the power to put people to shame like this. This is not the energy that you're in, though. That's not the outcome, the outlook that you're ever looking for when it comes to when you're dealing with people. Hell, if you had it your way, you wouldn't even deal with people because you know how triggering and ignorant they could be. And your patience sometimes can be about this then. With the Eight of Wands in reverse, yeah. And like I said, you know what I said? I don't know what it is about you and people sometimes, Aries, but they really be like your kryptonite. Damn. Let me call you right back. I'm filming. It never fails, does it? All right. Eight of Wands in reverse. Sagittarius energy. Somebody's luck just ran out. Like I said, somebody has ran through this. They done ran through that. And baby, you just ran out. Nowhere to hide for these energies, Aries. Nowhere to hide, especially not from you. You changed, baby. Ain't this what they wanted? You know, it's cool when you cool with everything, but when you on a neck, it's a little discomforting. Now that you on a neck, they looking like a knight. They stuck. They'll get there one day. You already done made it to that hill, made it up it, and you the king. The queen of the pentacle that they were so busy crazily chasing, or whatever this is. A pinnacle, like I said, this could be some energy in something, a position in something, just being ahead of you, or just making you look bad, or making proving you wrong, you know, like that sort of thing here. And this could be something that has to do with work. This could just be a relationship of some sort that you have with someone here. We got the Moon, Pisces energy, and the Temperance, Sagittarius energy. You know, someone is irritated by your new way, your new view. Someone swears you were not this person just a second ago, and maybe you weren't. But like I said, you not who you used to be. And a lot of them better be lucky. They better be glad. That you mellow yellow right now. The Fool, the Six of Swords. Yeah, on to bigger and better. Thank you. But just like when you outside in the sun on the sidewalk and you see your shadow, you got a few human shadows. You got a few newly inherited tree huggers. What did I say? Look what you're attracting. Yo. Woo, Aries. You bringing it in. You if you're not bringing it in, baby, you about to be bringing it in. The money, the power, the fame, The weirdos, the psychos, the stalkers, the lovers, the cheaters, the lost, the jaded, the unhappy is what I'm getting here. And these could be all people that you done made it your business to get away from. With this Seven of Cups and this Two of Pentacles, because it wasn't making no dollars, and it definitely wasn't adding up. It didn't make sense. Yeah, Chariot. The show must go on. You must carry on in this instance. When things change, like when you lose a whole lot of weight, you can't fit them clothes no more. What you got to do? You got to go buy some new clothes. You know what I'm saying? And you got to change your diet. It's a lifestyle change. What type of lifestyle are you going for? What are you looking for? Who's a part of that? Ask yourself this. Start there. And then look around you. Is that what you see? How do you feel you should be treated? Look around you. Is that how they treating you? Is that how they see you? Ask yourself. Because some of y'all might be getting ready to ride off into the sunset. Do you hear me? Expeditiously. Seven of Wands. Four of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. King of Cups. Six of Wands. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm. This is you getting all the way there, Aries. All the way. So whatever you are in right now, protect it, appreciate it, be proud of it, nurture it. Like this is a new version of you that, you know, like I feel like I've said it already, but this is a new version of you that you couldn't even have dreamed of. But you're going to fit right in place, right at home. Let me pull another one. Judgment, Libra energy. Right at home. Knight of Wands, Leo energy. Three of Swords. I feel like there's an energy here. Death card, Scorpio energy. It's energies here. Somebody is regretful, upset. Clarify the Judgment spirit. Ten of Swords. Ooh. The Lovers is what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck. Ooh. I don't know how they love you. This is regret. This is somebody messed up so royally, so brutally. And this could be somebody that's being hexed, or like somebody is being heckled because of just how I'm getting like somebody asking them, are you dumb, deaf, or slow, or something like that? Slow, dumb, or slow, deaf, or dumb. With this Three of Swords in this Death card here. Like somebody feeling like the satisfaction of something, you just completely being out of there and done, is not satisfactory at all. This is like a second win, a second run that you have somehow brought in. Instead of you bringing in negativity with this Scorpio energy, like I said here, make it to it. Now you watch how shit start to just roll off. And I don't mean to be frank, but DEATH may be swinging the block towards somebody close to you, or somebody close to somebody that resonates through you, that has no business tampering in your energy. Because the Four of Pentacles, this is like them exchanging something. Like them exchanging something, and then you exchanging something out. You no longer being triggered, the trigger being exchanged. And you attracting growth, abundance, among other things. Yeah, with the Ace of Cups. Biggest flower in the nursery. Knight of Cups. All because you doing you. All because you following you. And what they doing? Following the leader. You. Aries. And I'm going to leave this read here, y'all. Hit that like and subscribe button for more messages from me. You know where to catch me. Ciao. Gotta go.